Swearing inside, and it's not good for your heart, but Ove, he speaks out all the time. So I would like to have more of Ove in me.
I got this call from Annika Belander, the producer of A Man Called Ove, and she wanted to meet me. And when I met her, she presented this book, this novel, A Man Called Ove, which at that moment was a Swedish best-selling. I know it, I heard it, but I didn't know the story. The same evening, I started to read the novel and find myself in the morning when the sun came up, crying in bed. And I had seen some in the store that Annika didn't tell me. It was flashbacks of how becoming a grumpy old man, and I haven't seen that on film.
A lot of people around me was reading the novel. Women were talking about Ove in one way, and the guys were talking about Ove maybe in another way. Because women were mostly laughing that they could see their husbands in Ove, and the guys more.
He's of Sweden's most best-known and greatest actors. He's coming from drama, as a drama tradition, and I started with comedy. And I called him, and Rolf said to me, "I'm not so funny, Hannes," because he didn't know what I wanted to do.
You had a lot of choices. Should you do it more like a comedy? Should you do it more like a drama? Our idea to create the film was to combine these two things.
We have him everywhere. The funny thing is that the other element, the second generation immigrant, I think there is the place where we have the magic, because when I've shown the film to some audiences, film festivals in the States, they are saying that it's so fantastic with Parvane when Ove is very angry at her and she shouts back at him and he's shocked.
To look, how's her home? Is it like a lot of Persian stuff, or it's not IKEA? How are we going to do her, the balance, you know? The team was with me all the time. I was also, when in the movie there is a scene that I I have the child, I have get birth to the child, and I come to the set and I see non-Iranian there, and she have a party. Well, she always invited, and of course nobody has think about it, but I will think about it, because in my family and in my tradition, in my culture, when you give birth, everybody is there. So I go to the director and I was like, everybody are Swedish, this is not authentic. If we are going to do it, we must do it the old way. And I was like, okay, we will stop shooting and we will just try to find.
Stories in that bookstore. Because you have all these very, very angry book lovers, and they are so aggressive. Every day I met somebody and he or she, do you have the scene when the cat goes ba 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 ba? And I just fantasized about them coming to the theater and and chasing me. What have you done with my favorite book? The best way is not to make a disaster of it, is to steal the story out of the novel. You can compare it with if you read a book. you meet some friend and you say, I just read this fantastic book, and your friend is asking what was it about, and you tell the story, but you're not telling the story from the book. You tell your version of the story.